The union that represents thousands of nurses and assistant nurses is set to launch one of its biggest national pay campaigns. It's targeting aged care, where nurses earn around $300 a week less than their counterparts in the hospital system.
They're caring for some of the most vulnerable in the community, yet assistant, enrolled and registered nurses who look after residents in aged care facilities get far less pay than their colleagues in the public hospital system.
What we know is that nurses in aged care get paid about $300 a week less than nurses working in, say, a public hospital.
21-year-old Tegan Towers helps patients who can no longer fend for themselves.
Showering, feeding, dressing, just all those everyday things, and then there's talking to them and, you know, helping them enjoy their day.
But pay is a factor.
Yeah, it will be. It's always a struggle.
So is it okay if we lift you up?
Tracy Jones runs a training school for nurse assistants. She says most of her students are on temporary work visas. They're only able to work 20 hours a week and don't stay in Australia long.
Let's reward them how they should be rewarded and have a decent wage out there. Just a decent average wage. Nobody's talking about, you know, paying them a fortune.
But the mainly not-for-profit operators who run most of Australia's nursing homes say they don't get enough funding and simply can't afford to pay more.
It's certainly in our interest to be able to pay competitive wages with other employers. You know, when we have difficulty filling shifts or filling nurse manager positions.
The government's funding is on average $43,000 a year a resident, and on average a resident contributes $20,000 a year. So given that and looking at those figures, I'd really encourage those people that are running nursing homes to be paying better wages and conditions for our nurses.
The Nurses Union will be taking its campaign to relatives in nursing homes and politicians from Tuesday. Philippa McDonald, ABC News.